Welcome back, everybody. We've been talking for several days now about things to do with the kids out of school this week, right? Preferably indoors. Well, there is a new exhibit at one of Frank Lloyd Wright's local historic sites, amplifying the voices of women who worked and lived at the Martin House through the years. It's called The Space She Keeps, the Women of the Martin House, and it brings a collection of turn-of-the-century objects, historic dresses, and a whole lot more on display, and it's going to be there through the beginning of June. Fabian-Barrett is Director of Operations at the Martin House and joins us live here tonight. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks so much for having us.
We're so fortunate to have the Martin House here. I mean, it's such a great place to go check out, but especially when there is a new exhibit. And I believe this is the first time that it's ever featured the women of the Martin House, because we always think of the men who were in charge there. How did you come up with this?
Yeah, well, if you visited the Martin House before, as many people have, you'll know that we really focused the story on what an architectural masterpiece it is and the storied relationship between architect Frank Lloyd Wright and his client Darwin Martin. So we realized it was time. We've been talking about that for a lot of years. It's a great story, but there were some incredible women who lived and worked at the site, and we wanted to tell their stories.
Yeah, behind every great man is a great woman, or behind every great woman is a great man. It goes both ways, or not either way. So tell me, when people, obviously you want people to go check it out, but what are some of the things that they would see, you know, what's in the exhibit boxes and what will they hear about?
Sure, it's an impressive collection of artifacts, most of which have never been on display to the public before. So we have some beautiful garments that the women would have been wearing. One of the women we're featuring is Louise Mueller, who is a female photographer, which was incredibly rare at the turn of the century. So we have a camera that she would have used. We have traveling trunks of one of the women of the Martin family, and then we have some, you know, little silver items that they may have used in their toilet or in a teapot, a coffee pot. Yeah. There's all different kinds of things. Got some books, all different stuff, for something for everyone.
I know that when you're talking about a place that's this historic, there's a lot of upkeep that happens. You guys are constantly, right, like raising money, and it seems like you've always got big projects underway. I mean, what else is happening at the Martin House right now?
Well, I always say winter is actually a wonderful time to visit the Martin House because you can really make a day of it, especially with the exhibition. It's a gorgeous time of year to be there. We have the exhibition going on. It's free admission with any tour ticket, so come on down. You can take a tour. We do them Thursdays through Mondays in the winter. There's many different options of types of tour. Just check out the exhibition. Head over to the Statler Cafe, which a lot of people don't realize we have a delicious cafe on campus, and then swing by the museum store and treat yourself to a little souvenir. Yeah,
and the best thing to do is really just go on the website, right? That's the best place to buy the tickets, do all that stuff ahead of time.
Yep, martinhouse.org is the great place to see what's new, what's happening. We also have a number of programs that are associated with the exhibition. We have a book group that's reading some turn-of-the-century era books, and we also have a Wikipedia edit-a-thon that's coming up to increase women's voices on Wikipedia.
Oh, that's awesome. Good stuff. Thank you so much. Fabian-Barrett, Director of Operations at the Martin House. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
You bet.